Welcome. Don't let my sultry and mysterious voice startle you. For hundreds, nay thousands, nay tens of thousands of years, people have come to me in search of what they desire most. Few find what they are looking for. Even fewer ever leave. Welcome to the cave. That's me, the cave. Yes, I'm a talking cave. Don't laugh. It makes dating hell. Besides, I have a really interesting story to tell you this evening, so pay attention. It's a story of 7 people and a glimpse into a dark place in each of their hearts. But be careful before you judge. There is a dark place in your heart as well. Someday you will find yourself descending my depths in search of what you desire. And you might not like what you find either. But enough about you. This is about them. The knight. He is on a quest for a sword of unequaled power and prestige. But will he find it before anyone else gets hurt? The hillbilly. On this fine night, he searches for his true love, but does desire burn too brightly in his heart? The time traveler. She is here to right a wrong 1,000,000 years in the making. Fortunately for her, yesterday is a new day. The scientist. She is on the cusp of a great discovery for all of humankind, and 100 million lives hang in the balance. The adventurer. She is hot on the trail of her lost companions and unequaled ancient treasure, but not necessarily in that order. The twins. They just want to go outside and play. What could be more innocent than that? The monk. He seeks his master so he can become the master. It's a journey filled with peace and enlightenment. And murder. I'm sorry. What? You break it, you buy it. Just saying. I don't think that bridge has been safety tested with more than 2 people. Careful. If that bridge breaks, there might be no way back up. And by if, I mean when that bridge breaks. Who am I kidding? He is a funny little man, isn't he? I should probably fire him. I think he's dipping into the till. Well, that was a close one. It does bode well for our intrepid spelunkers that they navigated that maze of intrigue. I have high hopes for this group, much better than the last. I think they may still be down here. I should probably get them out. Nothing scares away the tourists like a rotting corpse. Some say chivalry is a trait that cannot be learned. It is a quality you are born with. That may or may not be true, but what is true is you can't steal it. It's a lesson our brave knight friend is about to learn, or a lesson we hope he is about to learn before anyone else gets hurt, or maimed, or killed, or eaten alive. Forget I said eaten alive. Spoilers! Whoops. Sounds like someone forgot to close the gate to the dragon's den. I'm sure the princess will be fine. She's way up in the tower. I don't think dragons can fly. She'll be fine. Sounds like that dragon is gone. Probably 1,000,000 miles away from here. Seconds away from getting the princess's amulet. Oh, the suspense is killing me. The suspense was killing someone. It just wasn't me. Worst first date ever. Looks like the knight is out of luck. He's never going to get her amulet now. I stand corrected. Looks like it's a win-win. Well, not for the princess, but win-win for the knight and the dragon. When our brave heroes get back to the king, my advice would be to skip over this part. Let's hope the king doesn't ask how the princess is doing. Awkward. Oh, don't forget to wipe the princess bits off the amulet before giving it to the king. It's just good manners. Ooh, why did he have to say undying? Knight seems to be having some problems pulling that sword from the stone. Raise your hand if you're surprised. Yeah, me neither. You should have put some more points into charisma and chivalry. Who says cheaters never win? Losers, that's who. The king seems pretty excited about his new trial-by-sword-pulling son-in-law. Ooh, sounds like he's off to hug and congratulate his favorite daughter on the upcoming wedding. Yeah, well, what's left of her anyway. Oh, no one's going to be the wiser about how the knight got that sword. I doubt if any of the others will say anything. People in glass houses and all that. Ooh, he must have paid for the all-you-can-eat royal buffet. That sweet smell of cotton candy and roller coaster vomit can mean only one thing. The carnival is in town. And you know what these three would love even more than going to the carnival? Sneaking into the carnival. Oh, come on, there's no shame in it, really. It's a victimless crime, unlike the crime about to be committed by someone who shall remain nameless. But it rhymes with Bill Hilly. Ooh, there she is, the amazing two-legged lady. You know the hillbilly carries a torch for her. If only she would finally notice him. They could marry and live happily ever after with a house full of little Bill Hillies. Ugh. The pink bear hanging in that prize booth looks remarkably like what the amazing two-legged lady desires most. Perhaps the hillbilly can win enough tickets to buy it for her. Then this adorable story can have its happy ending. In a triumph of love and teamwork, our friends have managed to lie, cheat, and steal their way to 5 tickets and a pink bear. Now to snatch the prize and profess our undying love for the two-legged lady. Well, this is not a heartening turn of events. Apparently, what the amazing two-legged lady desires most is a man of ordinary strength. The hillbilly came so close to true love, only to have it snatched away by a rival who couldn't lift his own shadow if it went on a diet. I'm not sure taking up smoking is the right cure for a broken heart. But I don't think that is the hillbilly's plan. Is this really the path he wants to go down? This really is an oily rag and dry grass-infested fire trap, isn't it? But the cave fire department has the fastest response time around. Their water supply is surely infinite. So it might do the hillbilly some good simply to take a deep breath and relax. No good can come from this path. The wise Lord Tennyson penned the line, "It's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all." He had clearly never met this group. Just because you can pull a lever doesn't mean you should. Our intrepid trio may not give this kind of seismic meddling a second thought, but choices have consequences. I've played host to more truth seekers than any human would care to count, and I know an omen when I see it. Trust me, this is ominous. Ominous? Ominous. Yeah, no, yeah, ominous. Oh, never mind. Well, you know what they say. It wasn't the prospectors who made all the money. It was the merchants who sold blood pressure medication. So, the old miner's instincts were right. There is a minecar trapped back here. He may have overreacted a bit, but at a certain age, you've got to do something that gets you up in the morning. Even if what gets you up in the morning is a dangerous lack of interpersonal skills and anger management issues. Oh, look at that. Those mine cars meant the world to that old guy. Maybe a reward is in order, The miner wasn't such a bad guy. He was down here a long time, and that'll take its toll. Obtaining the thing you desire most isn't always as hard as it's made out to be, but it will change you. And that, my friends, is what's hard. Now, what of the adventurer? She and her partners are on the cusp of the greatest archaeological find of her career. But the priceless sarcophagus she seeks may never make it out of that pyramid. And neither may her companions. But at this point in our story, that should surprise no one. You know, it's sad, really, when you think about all the grave robbers who have plundered these ancient marvels of engineering in search of priceless treasures, ruining it for future generations of grave-robbing treasure plunderers. Just between you and me, I don't think share is in her vocabulary. Neither is ultra-crepidarian, but a lot of people don't know that one. It's not as ubiquitous as sarcophagus. Many believe the Ankh is an ancient Egyptian symbol of life. Some archaeologists would kill to find an example in such pristine condition. Oh, not the adventurer, let me assure you. She reserves such extreme measures for a worthier prize. Those spikes definitely weren't there a moment ago. It seems the adventurer's companions have gotten themselves into a tight spot. Fortunately, they have all these pressure plates to jump on. You know, when you're stuck in an ancient curse-ridden death trap, it usually helps to jump on everything you can. Also screaming. Screaming helps. The situation becomes ever more perilous for our two entombed friends. Those spikes are getting awfully close. Do you think the adventurer knows? Actually, I think the real question is, does she care? In case you're wondering, that was a rhetorical question. Ah, the lost sarcophagus of the Pharaoh Taharka. Ooh, great misfortune is said to fall on those who disturb his slumber. You know, locusts, boils, peanut allergies, that sort of thing. See, it's true what they say. No good deed goes unpunished. The adventurer's partners have helped her reach the treasure she desires most, but all they'll have to show for it is an upcoming case of craniopuncture. In other words, a spike to the head. This might be too gruesome for even me to watch. Ooh, impressive. The adventurer does know how to get out of a tight spot, but the rest of her escape may not be so clean. Ha! No doubt that was entirely accidental. Alas, now the adventurer herself is trapped, and without the sarcophagus, her former collaborator, or her current lucky companions, I fear the situation is hopeless. I wasn't planning on wrapping up her tale so soon, but I may have little choice in the matter. So our band of three pulled together. I couldn't devise a better team-building exercise myself. There was a bit of collateral damage at the end, but let's call it a win. I feel a caution is in order, for we are about to enter a very grim part of our journey this evening. Grim not because of the atrocity we're about to witness, but because of who is going to commit it. I speak of those darling children, the twins. Watch, but don't be afraid to avert your eyes, especially if you yourself are a parent, and you enjoy making soup. You don't want to know the building permit hell I went through to build that thing down here. It does have walk-in closets. It's those small touches that make the difference when it comes time to put it on the market. A beautiful house in the cultural heart of Victorian London. Two loving and caring parents. What could children want more? Apparently what they desire most is freedom. Freedom from bedtimes and chores. Freedom to run wild with no one to hold them back. We're about to see what happens when two adorable children snap. Ouch! There goes the fine china. Ooh, there goes the broken china. I might be going out on a limb here, but I don't think those kids are as sweet and innocent as their pasty white skin and vapid, soulless eyes devoid of life would suggest. The smell of rotting sewage floating in the Thames, thick industrial smoke choking the air, and horse manure piled high on every street corner. It must be springtime in London. I'd make a Mary Poppins joke right now, except that it's not in the public domain, and I don't want to get sued. Again. Well, the twins have the run of the house now. What kind of mischief will they get into next? Look, I don't want to stereotype here, but has there ever been a set of twins that weren't evil? we have now reached the grimmest part of our grim story. For that small box shoved into the corner is the ticket out of this house for the twins. Let's watch, shall we? If you dare. Rat poison. You know, if one were to examine this box of rat poison carefully, the instructions would read, "One small thimbleful added to food will cause intense, horrifying, and excruciating death. Side effects include tingling, blurred vision, occasional dryness of the mouth, and getting to go outside and play." Doing as they're told? The twins might be turning over a new leaf. You see, this is why I never had kids. Well, that and being a cave with no real form of reproduction. But that's beside the point. The point is, the twins, well, I don't know if there is a point to their madness, but they may find their newfound freedom comes at a cost greater than they're capable of imagining. And as with the rest of our travelers, and perhaps even you, I guess only time will tell. Shall we continue our journey? It's been so enlightening thus far. Ooh, I can't wait to see what happens next. No doubt you have realized by now that here in the cave, the rules of time and space are not exactly, well, set in stone, so to speak. But for the time traveler, time and space are mere playthings, tools manipulated to pay back petty slights. So, prepare yourselves for a tale of revenge that spans 1,000,000 years. And remember, even with the best of intentions, time travel can be unpredictable. And with the worst of intentions, well, I guess we're about to see. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just trying to scare you. Behold, science! Ah, prehistory, my formative years. Well, personality must not be a big hiring point here. And that's that. All of that poor caveman's descendants are dead forever. Well, what's done is done. There's no going back on that decision now. Well, unless someone else screws around with the timeline some more. You know, time machines really take the fun out of trying to teach hard lessons about consequences. Finally, the key out of this chronologically contorted collapse of continuity. All it took was the complete eradication of a family line dating back countless millennia. To be fair to our heroes, I can understand wanting to get out of here. Oof, that dinosaur smell is really bad. Ah, the zoo. Observe nature's wondrous and terrible beauty, safely imprisoned behind unbreakable steel bars. This place is a nightmare. I hate zoos. No, I never like zoos. Never. Oh, look, she's safe after all. Surely there are no limits to the charity and altruism this pair can bring to the world now that they've been reunited. Ah, these three. I had high hopes when they first arrived, but you'd be surprised how useless a clown can be in a high-pressure life-and-death situation. Pro tip, that battery probably needs a charge. Its owner hasn't had much chance to maintain it recently. Well, it looks like that battery is all charged up now. Well, whatever else happens down here, our heroes could always consider careers as nature documentarians. All of that for a Frankfurter. Well, at least it's kosher. I suppose it's true what they say. If you want to make an omelet, you have to consign the last member of an ancient species to oblivion while destroying someone else's lifelong dreams and desires. I know what you're thinking. I've tried to keep the cave a nuclear-free zone, but I don't have control over the darkness that lurks in the hearts of those who venture down here. Worry not. Someone would have to do something pretty stupid and careless to launch that thing. Yeah, I'm not buying that either. Whew, Clearly, this is a dead end. We might be spared nuclear Armageddon simply because someone forgot to put in a door. Let's hope laziness and apathy take over, and they leave the way they came in. Props where props are due. Like most vending machines, that one was protected by a 256-bit RSA symmetric key algorithm. The scientist has certainly built up some elite hacking skills, which, as I'm sure we're all about to find out, are not always used for good. Well, there's not much we can do now but sit back and watch the fireworks. And by fireworks, I mean a near instantaneous release of energy from a high-speed nuclear chain reaction of highly enriched weapons-grade uranium. So, she got that blast door open without causing wanton havoc and senseless destruction after all. I might have misjudged her. I fear nuclear missiles are like potato chips to her. She can't launch just one. Oh my, they're not doing what it looks like they're doing, are they? They can't know what they're really about to do here. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Yeah, I read that somewhere.
Insert and
Seems
turn launch
appropriate.
keys.
What we just witnessed may seem like horrific and pointless destruction, but if you step back and take in the big picture, you will surely see that the lives of 100 million people pale in comparison to being able to spelunk a little further. What's done is done. We are now approaching the misty, snow-capped peaks the monk desires to call home. A sequestered haven of austerity and mental rigor, where entire lives are spent in the pursuit of becoming one with the world. Of course, our telekinetically inclined friend is not quite so ambitious. He'll be happy enough simply being the one in charge, no matter what it takes. Isaac Newton was down here once. I'm pretty sure he would call that scientifically inaccurate. That was quite a climb just to grab a feather and turn right back around. I think it's a Zen thing. You know, the journey to enlightenment is more arduous than any mountain path. That sort of crap. Mountain paths are still pretty arduous, though. Our enlightenment-seeking trio has completed the first trial of Zenness, which I'm fairly confident is not actually a word. I'm a bit behind the technological curve down here. You know, no spell check. The monk has completed the second trial of Zenness. He seems to be tackling these challenges in good faith and the proper spirit of calm. Of course, still waters run deep and very, very dark. Let it be known that the cave does not approve of using external sources to circumvent official tests of skill and intellect. So I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. In any case, that's trial number 3 complete, technically. Now that was impressive. You'd be amazed how much time some would-be Zen masters have wasted on that one. Just pouring water randomly back and forth between those jugs. I'm sure this crew knew what they were doing the whole time. Our deepest desires can seem so real, so crucial, can't they? But in the end, just like everything else, their glimmer fades. Surely the most worthwhile goal is acceptance of one's place in the universe. Excuse me, I think these Zen guys are rubbing off on me. Well, that's all 4 trials. Enjoy the fruits of enlightenment. Yeah, I don't think that's the orthodox method for obtaining this particular position in the temple. But what do I know? I never passed comparative religion. Do you suppose the monk's companions knew what he was up to? Do you suppose he himself knew? Or was he acting out the only path he had? I have my own thoughts on the matter, and I've had more than a few millennia to weigh it over. But I'll let you reach your own conclusions. Our friend the monk's tale is nearly at an end. Hey, anyone know any sea shanties? 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. Oh, that's more a bar song than a sea shanty. Ooh, I've got one. 99 bottles of rum on the wall, 99 bottles of rum. Well, from stuck in a cave to marooned on an island stuck in a cave. Things aren't exactly looking up for our friends now, are they? No, they're not. Not sure how to break it to that adorable old hermit, but their boat only seats 3 people. Might I suggest to our 3 friends that they move the boat across the island very quietly?
Quietly?
Shut up! I knew he was going to be trouble. Right here in Island City. Trouble with a capital T, which rhymes with P, which stands for... hermit. Okay, that didn't quite work. But he's still trouble. Trouble with a capital H, which stands for hermit. Ha! There, much better. I'm no lawyer, but maritime law clearly allows for the abandonment of annoying hermits. And really, the stranding of a lone hermit pales in comparison to what we've seen from these 3 so far. I do wonder if any lessons have been learned this evening. Maybe by you and me, but I fear not by them. Well, we shall see soon enough. Well, you might think of this evening as a failure, but it was not. True, our friends did not learn the lessons they were meant to. They are destined to choose a path that can lead only to misery and disappointment. Not to mention a few lawsuits and possibly an embarrassing reality TV show. But I know you will leave here tonight with a new perspective on the choices to come. Someday, you yourself shall explore my mysterious depths. And when we meet again on that journey, I am confident you will make the right decisions. Because I am the Cave. As we look back on the adventure we had this evening, it was not a total loss. Some realized the thing they desire most is also the thing to fear the most. Others could not escape the destructive grasp of glory, greed, or vanity. What is your object of desire? What grasp does it have on your future? Have patience. You will be down here soon enough, and we'll see what you're capable of. There is no hiding from the Cave. Well, this brings our exciting journey to an end this evening. I hope you had as much fun as I did. The important thing to remember is there are no refunds in the cave. No price can be put on the lessons learnt down here. We carry them throughout our lives and hopefully find ourselves on a new and better path. I say we, of course, but I mean you. After all, I'm just a talking cave.
I hope you're not here to visit the cave, because we're closed. A gruesome and horrific accident has occurred, and there's no way we can open. No way. I shudder to even describe to you what has transpired. For the nightmares will forever haunt your every thought.
Well, if you insist.
When I came in, we had no trinkets to sell in the gift shop. You know, there is a way I could reopen, allowing you fine adventurers to partake in the unique experience that only the cave has to offer. I just need 3 small trinkets to sell. Just 3. Let me say that number again. 3. Take this giant novelty-sized key. It's cute, isn't it? Open the employee's back entrance. I'm sure you'll find some treasures worthy of the cave's gift shop. Well, that's 1 trinket. A far cry from 3 trinkets. Trinket numero 2. Maybe I didn't pay attention during math class, but 2 is less than 3. The 3rd glorious trinket. I have to say, you have surprised me. I figured you'd give up after 1. Oh, right. Sorry. Well, you took long enough. I was gonna send out the search party, but they're still looking for the last group. You didn't happen to run into an annoying clown, did you? That doesn't matter. We just got a new shipment of trinkets that should satisfy your every desire. But I can't give them to you without suitable replacements. So, take this giant novelty-sized key, again, and open the employee's back entrance. I'm sure you'll find some treasures worthy of the cave's gift shop. Oh, you've outdone yourself on this one. Hey, it's not stealing if they didn't see you take it, am I right? You earned it. What a fabulous replacement trinket. Oh, that will do just fine. After all, possession is 9/10 of the law. That other 1/10, there you go. Oh, that is very nice. Hey, it's not stealing if they didn't see you take it, am I right? Here you go. Splendid. That will look nice on the shelf. Hey, it's not stealing if they didn't see you take it, am I right? Enjoy. Returning what you desire most is strongly discouraged. Are you sure that's what you want? You acquired that at great cost to those around you. You really should think this over. Oh, looks like your mind is made up, so I'll reluctantly take it back. What a fabulous replacement trinket. Oh, that will do just fine. I don't think its rightful owner will miss it much. There you go. You want to return the thing you desire most? You acquired that at great cost to those around you. You really should think this over. I don't know who else would buy such a, particular item, but I'll take it back. The customer is always right. Oh, you've outdone yourself on this one. Hey, it's not stealing if they didn't see you take it, am I right? Enjoy. You want to return the thing you desire most? Look, you should really think carefully about returning this. I'm only taking this back because you left the price tag on. After all the hard work, you want to return this? Look, you should really think carefully about returning this. Very well. Just because it's you, I'll take it back. You want to return the thing you desire most? Look, you should really think carefully about returning this. Very well. Just because it's you, I'll take it back.
Aye, another fine knight hath cometh to try and pulleth Excalibur from the stoneth. Only the worthy may attempt such a feat. Prove thy worth by first winning the love of my daughter. She is quite prickly, and I fear she will never wed. Returneth with her amulet as proof of her love, and thou will be granted a chance to pulleth the swordeth from the stoneth. The brave knight returns with my daughter's amulet. And the first ever to do so, I might add. My daughter can be hard to swallow sometimes. As promised, ye has won the right to attempt to pull the sword from the stone. You must have really proved your undying love for her. Keep trying, son. Or should I say, son-in-law. I know you can do it! I knew you could do it! You have proven your honor and won the right to marry my daughter. I'm going to run to her with the good news. Wait for us in the garden. As soon as we return, the wedding can begin.
Please, not another chivalrous knight trying to win my love through misguided feats of bravery or bribery. I really need to talk to my father about this. Okay, let's get it over with. Go prove your bravery by returning with the gold the dragon is guarding. Do that, and I'll give you my amulet as a token of my love. Blah, blah, blah. That is what you want to hear, right? Dragon, gold, amulet. In that order. Men. I just want to be an electrical engineer.
None shall pass. Keep out! Who goes there? Off with you!
Honesty is a virtue with unequaled rewards. You can fool most of the people most of the time. But you can never fool yourself. True love will find you only when you stop searching for it. Your love burns so bright, it is blinding you. Your most valuable treasure can be found in friendship. Greed is a path that leads to poverty of the soul. A parent's love is unconditional. You are poisoning your future. To forgive is divine. It is folly to attempt to control the future. The beauty of science is in its service to mankind. Knowledge is a dangerous thing in the wrong hands. Patience is the true path to wisdom. Haste and ambition, ill-suited traveler of the mind.
Take your chance with Lady Luck. Spin the wheel and guess the color. If you're right, you win a ticket. Guess the color chosen by 100% random means and win the ticket. And the color is green. Despite it being statistically impossible, we have a winner. That was our only ticket, so we're closing down for the night. Get out of here, scram. Step right up and have your weight guessed. If I'm wrong, you get a ticket redeemable for a prize you desire the most. I hope you're not looking to win a ticket. I've been doing this for 30 years and I've never guessed wrong. Get your weight guessed and win a ticket. You weigh 229. I win again. Hey, that's not possible. I always guess right. This carnival game is now closed while we investigate the tampering with our tampering. Please leave.
Magnifico the Magnificent will now dazzle your mind with the most amazing disappearing act ever performed. Pay close attention to the cupcake on the pedestal. By the dark powers invested in me, by the county of Rutherford and the surrounding unincorporated areas, I pronounce you disappeared. Back by popular demand, Magnifico the Magnificent will perform an encore of his world-renowned disappearing act. Presto Magnifico! Thank you, thank you. Please hold your applause.
Who are you? Was it you that caused that cave-in?
I know it was. Now my 3 mine cars is trapped in these caverns and caves. You'll bring those mine cars back if you know what's good for you. Maybe this dynamite will convince you. I need all 3 of those mine cars back, you hear? I got plenty more dynamite where this came from. Here it is, my special empty mine car. Miner can't have enough empty mine cars. I know you caused that cave-in. Now you gotta make it good. My gold! I thought you was gone for good. Time to get down to some serious hoarding. Now see here, I still needs me my last minecart, dagnabbit. My victuals! Feller can build up a powerful hunger down here. I'm gonna roast me up some canaries. Oh, hell! My gold! Come back, gold!
Could it be? The others gave up all thought of your return. Only I held out hope. The sarcophagus is near. Soon we shall share in the glory of our discovery. Splendid! You've liberated the sarcophagus from its ancient vestibule. Give me a moment to disable these blasted spikes. Confounded spikes! This is one too many spikes for my taste.
Terribly sorry, loves. I can't let you go out and play with your friends until you've had your supper. Your mum's making your favorite. Sausage and tater soup. If you stay inside without a fuss, I'll buy you each another pony.
Quiet down! You don't want to disturb the dear twins. Sounds like the nice little doggy of yours is famished. Would you two be dears and go fetch him his dog food? Are you kids building a fort? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, what was that crash I heard upstairs? Please, stop barking. You know what happened to the last dog that barked too much. Oh, dear. Oh, this soup is for us, not the rats. Oh, go play with that rat poison somewhere else. Please, stop your barking. You know how much the twins hate that barking. Soup is ready and it smells delightfully delicious. Why don't you two darlings go wash up for dinner? Don't take too long or we might start without you.
We'll still not roll. Thog want we'll roll. Wheel! Thog love wheel! Thog need invent patent, then patent wheel! Oh, it's you. I thought we fired you. Still sore about getting passed over for greatest employee of all time? I'm sure you saw my commemorative photo on the way in. Don't feel bad.
My family has been working here for generations. I take that back. Do feel bad. Remember, hands off the exhibits. Guess who got the Greatest Employee of All Time award? Not you. I heard voting on the GEOAT committee was unanimous. FYI, that stands for Greatest Employee of All Time. I won, by the way. Finally cleaning out your desk, huh? Well, maybe I'll see you around sometime. Probably not, though.
This exhibit features the ancient combustion engine, or as it was commonly known at the time, the Dino Hypernator. In the early 21st century, humans used these primitive engines to power everything from toothbrushes to toasters, even elevators. Ancient man's addictions to toast and teeth brushing quickly exhausted the world's oil supply. Once the precious substance was finally depleted, ancient man was forced to find more advanced sources of power, research that led directly to the modern hover boot design. It also set the stage for the bad oral hygiene fashion craze we still see to this day. Although no actual ring fusts have ever been uncovered, top archaeologists believe they were commonly used as some kind of head accessory from the 1940s to the late 2100s. They came in several styles and colors to project the mood of the wearer. Upon entering a social setting, each person would assess the crowd by the types of ring fusts they were wearing. It is thought that World War I was started when Sir Winston wore a particularly inappropriate ring fust at a cocktail party with the American President Franklin D. Bon Jovi. Archaeologists have yet to determine the original use of the smurg. Thousands of these strange artifacts have been recovered at ancient dig sites around the world. People living in long-gone eras often carried several in their pockets at all times, leading some experts to attribute to the smurg a religious or mythological significance. Other historians dismiss this reasoning, claiming a more mundane use by teenage boys to twirl and braid their hair. We may never know the true use of the smurg. What do you think it did? Hey kids! Smell like a real live dinosaur with our newest interactive exhibit experience. Dinosaurs existed over 10,000 years ago, when they roamed the world's highest mountain peaks in search of fruits and berries. Dinosaurs were social animals that lived in groups governed by a rigid organizational structure. An alpha dinosaur was the lord of his tribe, leading foraging trips and assigning tasks. Fun fact, dinosaurs required no sleep and had to keep in nearly constant motion to survive, much like the Amazon forest-dwelling penguin. Now you smell like a stinky old dinosaur. Isn't that great? Here you can see the latest addition to our collection, a newly discovered ringfust factory. This is thought to be the only remaining ringfust in existence, and was recently unearthed beneath this very museum. The discovery has driven historians to radically revise their theories as to the ringfust's function. Experts now believe the artifact was used in a primitive and dangerous form of recreation. Children would hurl the ringfust at one another, hoping to land the open end on an opponent's head. A hole-in-one, as it was known. Fortunately for today's youth, such barbaric traditions have been lost to history.
You aren't getting away this time, beast! Beast Hunter Podcast, Day 541. The Crystal Cave monster escaped again. She's still hungry, so I'm camped out near her favorite food. When I hear her shriek and roar, the hunt is on. Oh, blast! This worthless gizmo is out of batteries! Hey, who are you? Don't touch those hot dogs. It's the beast! And I'm here without a camera crew to document my triumph. Oh, no matter. Valor waits for no woman. This has gone on long enough.
System override. Lower blast door is now open. Missile launch systems engaged. Missile boosters engaged. Insert warhead to commence launch. Insert guidance system to commence launch. Launch pre-sequence initiated. Opening bunker interior bulkhead. Advise emergency procedure 0451. Caution, slippery when wet. Upper hatch disengaged at T-27. Insert warhead to commence launch. Insert guidance system to commence launch. Warhead installed. Global target acquisition phase complete. Code accepted. The door is now open. Missile coolant stable at -14 Celsius. Insert guidance system to commence launch. Guidance system installed. Missile is ready for launch. Insert and turn launch keys. Insert and turn launch keys. Missile ready for launch. Launch key engaged. Launch key engaged. Launch key engaged. All systems go. Launch in T-5, 4, 3. Booster harness decoupled. 1. Nuclear missile launch commenced. Estimated death toll is 100 million, with an error margin of 2 million. Please wash hands after launching missile.
Out of here!
Intruder, stay away from the console!
Welcome, young apprentice. You have come far, yet your mind is not at peace. To achieve enlightenment, you must pass the 4 trials of Zenness. Take this and begin your journey. Do not let your opinion of yourself grow too great. Remember this always: a single feather outweighs all mankind. All worldly pursuits have but one inevitable end: destruction. Remember this, apprentice. Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. I see you understand what it is to be at peace with yourself, but be warned, a true Zen master is also at peace with the world. This is going to hurt!
Whoopee! I'm rescued.
Rescued?
Shut up. After years on this blasted island, I can finally leave.
Finally leave?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. I'm going to go collect my stuff and get my beloved dog Spanky so we can skedaddle.
Beloved dog.
Shut up. When you get that boat of yours to the other side of the island, give me a shout, and I'll join you for the big rescue.
Big rescue?
Shut up. Whoopee! I'm finally getting off this island. I think I've got everything I need. Shove off any time. I forgot my dog. You wait here and I'll be back in a flash. Don't leave without us. Spanky gets his own seat, so someone will need to swim. Whoopee! I'm rescued.
Rescued?
Shut up. After years on this blasted island, I can finally leave.
Finally leave?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. I'm going to go collect my stuff and get my beloved dog Spanky so we can skedaddle.
Beloved dog.
Shut up.
Stupid parrot. Nights to C6.
When you get that boat of yours to the other side of the island, give me a shout, and I'll join you for the big rescue.
Big rescue?
Shut up.
Not sure how to break it to that adorable old hermit, but their boat only seats 3 people. Might I suggest to our 3 friends that they move the boat across the island very quietly?
Quietly?
Shut up!